What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 15 Bayern Munich Career Mode. This is episode 2. So guys, before we get into the episode, I just want to thank each and every one of you who left a like, a commented, or you favorited the first episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode. I can't thank you enough for the support. You guys are absolutely fantastic. And if you've subscribed because of that series, hello, how you doing? Now, guys, an interesting transfer came through there. Sebastian Rode went to QPR on a loan. Now, if you guys are followers from last year in my QPR career mode, I did manage to actually sign him before he went to Bayern Munich. I'm not too sure who he used to play for. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he was superb in that QPR career mode. He turned out to be one of the best centre defensive players in the world. So I couldn't manage to fit him into the side in this Bayern Munich career mode, but I really would be looking forward to him because Sebastian Rode, my God, he's like a little Bastian Schweinsteiger. But guys, we did have a couple of offers here at the start of the episode. One for Mario Götze for Manchester City. I have no ambition of selling him. So in today's episode, we have two matches. The first of which is an away match against Schalke. And then we have a Champions League match against Galatasaray. And we also have, halfway through the episode, we have the deadline day. So in the last episode, guys, we did bring in a lot of talent to the Allianz Arena. We managed to sign Schürrle, Robin van Persie, another assisting striker, with Robert Lewandowski, Serge Gnabry, Kevin Volland, Goretzka from Schalke. So we did sign a lot of new players, but let me know in the comments, guys, players you'd like me to sign in January. Also, where do you think I'll end up in the league? My main ambition is to win the league. I don't really care about the League Cup, but if we could win the treble, that would be fantastic. Of course, the Champions League included. So we do have our first match to the Champions League against Galatasaray, which should be good. Now, just to quickly recap the last episode, guys, we ended up winning 3-0 over Wolfsburg. Xabi Alonso managed to score 2 goals and Robert Lewandowski scored the other one. Now, speaking of Alonso, he manages to start off the scoring here in the match against Schalke. Now, who would have thought that the former Real Madrid man would be scoring 3 goals within 2 episodes? My God. Robin van Persie gets up on the header, really trying to get his debut goal, but it's just kind of unfortunate. There, Schürrle off the bench, cuts back inside, gets his shot off, but the Schalke defense managed to get it clear, and we only end up winning 1-0 against them. But good to see Alonso getting into the back of the net. Unfortunately, none of my other team is. So, looking at the transfers here, Paul Pogba went to Atletico Madrid. David De Gea has gone to Juventus. And the big transfer is Robin van Persie coming to the Allianz Arena. So guys, make sure to leave a like to support this series and my channel. I do put a lot of effort into these videos, and a simple like really does go a long way. Now, Juventus were offloading some of their biggest stars here. Vidal manages to sign for Manchester City for 54 million, which I think is crazy. So yeah, I really am enjoying this Bayern Munich career mode. I can't wait to bring you guys more content, and it's going to be really interesting to see where we end up. Chelsea is keen on signing Matt Hummels, apparently, according to the rumours. Juventus looks like they need to be signing a new centre defensive, centre attacking man. And it looks like they've been talking to Luka Modric. Yeah, after offloading Paul Pogba and Vidal, I'd imagine they would have to. But we have a match against Galatasaray coming up here, so we're not ending the episode just yet. Alonso is the top goal scorer of the Bundesliga. Who would have thought? But looking at our group now, we do actually have Juventus, Lille, and Galatasaray. So we have a home match to start it off with. So, I don't know. I would say that me and Juventus are definitely favourites. But seeing they offloaded Paul Pogba and Vidal, I'll put that into question. And Lille have a very good side, even without the Hazard. Well, I was going to say Hazard brothers, but I don't think just the Hazard. Eden Hazard. We have a home match here against Galatasaray, and I really can't wait to show you the result. So to start this off with a throw-in to Geordie? It's David Alaba, not Geordie. But David Alaba on the ball here, trying to break past the Galatasaray defense. He gets his shot off, and they manage to clear it quite comfortably. Schneider manages to find Yilmaz, and Yilmaz breaks through my defense. It's just a Schneider and Yilmaz show here. and we couldn't manage to get back possession from them. And they put us on a pretty heavy attack here. Schneider in a very dangerous position. We just couldn't seem to break him down. He gets his shot off, but we managed to get it clear. David Alaba finding Goetze. But Bastian Schweinsteiger starts off the scoring for us. The first goal in the Champions League is scored by Schweinsteiger. So just after half time, he manages to skip past, ducking and diving over, and manages to get his finesse off. Really good goal there. Bastian Schweinsteiger, probably my favourite player at Bayern Munich at the moment. He's just so fantastic. Ribery manages to get his shot off from a drop ball, but the Galatasaray defense managed to get it clear. Galatasaray do manage to get a free kick here in a pretty dangerous position. They managed to feed it off to the Dutchman, Schneider, and he was really being a menace in this match, to say the least. Schürrle couldn't keep it back in play there. But Schürrle, trying to get his first Champions League goal, finds Thiago fresh off the bench. The former Bayern man scores probably my favourite goal of the season so far. And I'm quite happy to see players scoring that aren't Xavi Alonso, which I find is quite funny. But it was a really nice, well-worked piece of play there by Schürrle, the mastermind. Look at that. Thiago gets it onto his chest, puts it down, and dinks it over the Galatasaray goalkeeper there. So we got a small glimpse of the man Thiago is going to be at Bayern Munich. I'm going to be giving him a lot of game time this season. But we are going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. 2 wins in this episode, and I really can't wait to show you more of the Bayern Munich Career Mode. Thanks a bunch, guys. Simpzy out.